Uh, all right, so today we're gonna do acid cleaning your masonry. So it's typically done when you just install the masonry, and you know, just due to the nature of the work, there's a lot of haze, you know, cement haze on whatever it is, your patio, your brick, you know, whatever your finished product is, and you know, you can let it wear off over time, or you can clean it. You know, I like to clean mine, give my homeowner something nice, but you can also wash your masonry in the same exact manner. So you're going to need a power washer, something light duty. I don't use anything more than a 2300 psi Home Depot jobby, because you can carve into the mortar, you know, or into soft stones or whatever. I use the flat green tip. I think it's like a 45, you know, so the spray comes out flat instead of, you know, like a laser beam, because that really pointed nozzle can also carve. That is a super high psi. Even on a low power washer it can do that. But a couple things I want to tell you is, you can get muriatic acid, you know, at the Home Depot. You're going to want muriatic acid, a bug sprayer, obviously water, a power washer of light duty, and you can use a deck brush too if you want. I typically don't do that. I try to do all my cleaning for the vast majority, 95% of my cleaning, with the power washer, because the acid, it's corrosive by nature. So you'll need those things, and I'd say the top rule here is you need to saturate your patio totally before you do anything. So we do that by power washing it first. So it does both things. It cleans the larger stuff off and gets a lot of the haze off while you're spraying it, but it's also soaking the patio. The reason why you need to saturate it first is, if you put the acid right on something dry, dry masonry, it'll absorb the acid, and then it's in there. You can't get rid of it. So the acid has to run its course till it burns out, and by running its course, it's going to eat up everything. So your patio, or whatever your masonry is, will be compromised right off the beginning. So if you're not using a power washer and you're just going to acid wash, stand there with the garden hose for 10 minutes just spraying whatever you're going to acid wash. Get it all soaked up, and if it's fully saturated with water, the acid will give you just the surface cleaning, which is what you want. It can't absorb in there, okay? So with that being said, I'll just give you a quick video of how to do this, and we'll go from there. But this is the flagstone patio we just laid. So, you know, you can see there's a little stuff on it. You know, I mean, we're going to work all that major stuff off with the power washer first. Yo, show that nozzle. Show that spray. Point it like that way. Show it. Give me this. And you get these clip spots here, right? You don't have to work them all the time with the power washer. Just get yourself a scrap. Use a stone if you have to, a brick, a block, you know. You don't really want to put something a different color on here. You know, so if you're doing brick, use the same brick. If you're doing flagstone, try to use a piece of flagstone. Just use it like an eraser to get any of the real rough stuff off. If I had to use one of those rocks, I'd try and pick one that was a closer color. It'll take all that big stuff right off. And then you'll follow it up with a power washer. With the acid, I like to go 4 parts water, 1 part acid. That's usually a pretty good solution. Not offensive, not damaging enough, but enough that you're not sitting there all day or having to do it twice, you know, because this is one of those one-time things. You don't want to do this too much. It's not like a seasonal, let me go acid clean my patio, because soon you won't have a patio left. All right, so you got your muriatic acid, a Home Depot special here, bug sprayer, right? Patio was just power washed. As you saw, you know, if you have some tough spots, right, some big chunks, you can rub it with a piece of whatever the masonry was you were working on, or, you know, close color of something. But you see, like, all these edges, they have a little bit of stuff on them, right? See that? We may not take it all off, but what we're going to do is, while the patio is soaked and saturated, we're just going to put a nice layer, you know, be generous, put the acid on it, and you'll see it start to bubble. Go ahead, shoot it. Here, let me get a shot of that. See it bubbling? That's the acid working. And, you know, it'll be clean in the faces of the stones too, aside from the joint, but there's not enough left there to see a big bubble in action. So you'll just coat the whole patio like so. And then you're going to let it set for 5 minutes. Just let it sit on there after you coat the whole thing. And then you're going to blow it off. Just give it a quick blow off the whole thing with the power washer. And then you could go back over it and sit there working it with the power washer if you want to get, you know, the most out of your cleaning. Or you can leave it like that, and, you know, foot traffic will wear it off. The seasons will wear it off over a little bit of time, you know. So I wouldn't nitpick on this one if I was you. It's going to come out really clean despite a few imperfections with just what we've done. All right, we let the acid sit for 5 minutes, and all we're going to do is sweep it with the power washer, get it off. Quick sweep. Chase it out of that corner. Get it out of there. Yeah. Power washed, we're acid washed. I mean, you can see how clean this comes out, man. All the joint work is smooth. You know, keep in mind, just grab a stone and use it as an eraser to get those higher edges, that stuff that's you know, giving your power washer or your acid a little bit of trouble. Just grab a stone of a light color and rub it. I'll give it another shot when it's dry. All right, that's a nice shot of it all cleaned up. Comes out really nice. You know, we'll do the flashing around the edge now and go up with the stone. I'll make another video on the stone. Show you guys something really nice and really easy that looks great on your home.